We are doing slug kit this morning. Not sure if I'll get it done this morning. Gotta be places by about noon, but first step is to get to the wet clutch, which is behind all this primary back here. So get the cover off, get all the plastics off, take these hoses off, get this inner case off. Secondary's got to come off, and get that wet clutch out on the bench. So stay tuned, see how it goes. Alright, wet clutch is right behind here, so we'll get these 8mm bolts out and see what it looks like. Right, that's the wet clutch right there. And make sure you have a drain pan ready, which I did, because a little bit of oil will come out. And that's the piece that comes out. This is where your primary shaft rides. It's the one-way bearing. So make sure that goes in and out the same exact way. That's the outside. It is marked. It says outside right there, I believe. Yep. So. Oh. We'll get this out. Looks like there's one big nut right there. And then that whole clutch will slide off, and then there should be holes in the pads where the slug kit will go. This nut right here, this nut is left-handed threads. So that means you turn this nut on, you turn it to the left, to tighten it. You turn to the right to loosen it. Totally opposite. Very important. You want to wreck these threads on your crankshaft. So I give that tip. I actually didn't know that. I just assumed the way the crankshaft spins. So I ordered a new nut, and I looked at the threads, and I'm like, yep, this is reverse thread. So good thing I was smart enough to at least do that, because I'd been cranking on that thing. This freaking snap-on impact gun's got some torque, so yeah, reverse thread. Make sure everybody remembers that. Alright, so these 6 studs actually stick out further. There's actually a spring washer right here, and you have these, I call them Jesus clips, because when they fly off, they fly all over the place. But the way I do it is I just stuck a small screwdriver right there and just turned it. It kind of gets them started, and then I go on that middle tab, turn it again, and it pops it off, and have your other hand right there. But what you got to do is you got to take this whole assembly and put it in the vise in 3 different areas. You know, one right here, one right here, one right here, and compress this down just enough so you can get the clips off, and you have to do that again to put them back on. But there's no directional way here from what I see. That piece comes off, flip it upside down. This is your spring washer. There's some chunks on there too. I'm gonna have to get that cleaned up. A couple of chunks of probably some of this pad, but the pads look actually not bad, so I expect to be a little bit of wear. There's 1,500 miles on the machine, and I've never done a slug kit on this thing. I don't know why I never have, but. And then I flip that over. And then these holes are where your slugs will go. Now, these slugs are made a little bit tapered, so that way they fit that far. Flip that thing over, and they go in a lot further that way. So that's the way I'm going to put them in. Take a hammer, give it a little tap. I'll show you again. Oop, never mind. Maybe that's the way they go. I don't know, they go in one way, so try them both ways and make sure that they go in really far. But I'm going to give that a little tap to press that in and put that in every single hole. And reverse, stick it back in. Thanks for watching. This is what I mean, where you got to compress this plate and spring so you can get these clips on here like this. Now, they were like this on each one because the tab's got to fit around this little little dot here. So that's very important so they don't sit here and twist. I just want to put that tip out there too. And I just lost it in there. Great. I'll have to find that. But yeah, thanks for watching. And one more thing to keep in mind when you're putting the cover back on. The shaft, it should spin freely counterclockwise, but lock up when you try going clockwise. Counterclockwise, free spin, but it's supposed to lock up when you try spinning it clockwise. So that's how you know that you have it on the right way.